Husband store? What is this? Hello, you may visit the store only once. There are 6 floors and the value of the husband increases as the shopper ascends the flights. The shopper may choose any man for a particular floor, or may choose to go up a floor, but cannot go back down except to exit building.
These men have jobs.
Going up.
These men have jobs and love kids.
Keep it going.
These men have jobs, love kids, and are good looking.
Wow. I gotta keep going.
These men have jobs, love kids, drop dead gorgeous, and help with housework.
Oh, God. I can hardly stand it. Gotta go.
These men possess same qualities as 4th floor, plus good lovers.
To the top, baby.
There are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are hard to please. Thanks for stopping by.
Yo, imagine doing a whole video and then forgetting to hit record. That's what just happened. So I'm going to do my other video and then I guess I'll peek into what I was talking about earlier. So, if you see the 2 videos I done put before, the husband store and the man on the either house or the rock, and you know, the rowboat, the motorboat, and the helicopter comes in to save me. He said, I'm waiting on God to save me. And it's like that, them stories. That's what I look at when I look at the women today. The husband story, it kind of like tells you, but I think the man on the roof, I always call it the man on the roof story. I said, but the man on the roof story, to me, it hits more than hammer on the head than the nail than the husband story thing. Because the husband story is funny, even though it's truthful to it, it's a husband story. But a lot of y'all, when it comes to that, it's just you're waiting on the right man to come get you. And it's just like God gives you these men and you just don't think they're good enough. And hell, it's just like, it's not even that they're good enough, they just don't meet your standards. But they have a lot of good traits in them, but for some reason they don't meet this impossible standard that you just have of a man. And again, I have dealt with women that, not to me, but like when they tell me they've been out with some dudes and dudes sound like a great guy, but yet she ain't fucking with him. I've been there and I've called them out on that. I was like, so you telling me, especially since like the person they was with before that didn't do anything. Because the whole bare minimum thing is just like, oh, that's bare minimum. I was like, you was fucking a nigga that didn't do nothing. All that nigga did, he came over, gave you dick, and then leave. And I'm supposed to, and I take you out to fucking Applebee's, and you gonna say, oh, that's bare minimum. Meanwhile, this nigga didn't even take you out at all and gave you dick. And this is what, to me, that's what it's just like, yo, God, because I feel like when women go, how come you never give me a man? He was like, I done sent a bunch of valuable bachelors to you, and yet you didn't want none of them. What do you want me to do? To me, that's what it is. And just tell people, this is why I hate settling. Or no, I hate the word settling. And I'm starting to hate the word bare minimum. Because what do you, like, I feel like you want niggas to go to what? I hear Nobles, but, you know, I'm, like, on a first date when they don't even met you, it's like, you wouldn't do that. And that is the problem. It's just like, you wouldn't do. Most of y'all don't even want it. Most of y'all have this thing. If I have to pay, I'm cutting you off. It's like, he's asking me to pay. There was a joint I was watching. She was like, she had the strict rules, and she was like real strict, and she had a bond. And I was like, you trying to be lonely. And I think that's another thing. It's just like, oh, if a man doesn't meet this caliber, that I'm just gonna be lonely. And it's just like, you're intentionally trying to be lonely. And to me, that's even sad, because it's just like, a lot of, even then, it's just like, let's just say, and I had this talk with B, and what, it wasn't using her specifically, but it was the whole thing about Tyler Perry and the light bill. I know I told this story a bunch, and even the argument is on my other channel. But the whole thing was like, the nigga fit 9 out of 10 of your requirements, and yet you're gonna not pick him because he don't fit that one thing, but that nigga do 9 other things for you, and you gonna dump him? I say, man, is it like, for men, it's like, if she does like 6 of the 10, I feel like I done fucking overachieved. And most of the time, men ask for is to be reciprocated. And to be respected and be reciprocated for what they do. So it's like, now I know everybody's like, oh, the strong singer is like, does he really like you? It's like, you don't understand. I say, you obviously, a lot of you women don't understand men. It's just like, oh, because he really didn't choose you. It's just like, no, he chose her because he put the ring on his finger and some shit like that. And to me, and I've been saying this, just because that person is your first option does not mean he is your best option. Sometimes y'all don't choose your best option. Sometimes you choose, especially you women, y'all don't choose the best option. Y'all choose the first option, someone that you're attracted to. Is there anything wrong with that? I guess if the first option was your best option, but half the times it's not. Half the times it's a nigga that, you don't really he don't do shit for you. But yet you still trying to, if you feel like I can fix him, or you see him doing shit, because that's what I feel like when I see Blueface with a bunch of these women, and all these women, they got things going for him, and it's just like, if he wasn't a rapper, he'd just be some regular crip in the streets, and yet y'all still fucking with it. It was just like, what is it? And to me, and it's just like, I don't see it. And this is not me hating, and I say this all the time, this is not me hating, but I don't see the graphs of why motherfuckers love Blueface. I don't get it. Y'all getting tattooed. And it's the fact that these women are getting tattoos on his face. And it's just like, what is it about Blueface? It's just, now maybe he does have a swag. Maybe he does have a personality or something like that. I just don't see it. But yet you women just fall in love with him. And it's just like, we're like, what does he do? And then then you realize the nigga is a narcissist, or like he really don't give a fuck about you. And it's just like, but that's the nigga you want to be with. That's the nigga you like. So it's just like, as men, we see that. It's like, why should I be nice to him? My grandmama always used to tell me how to be nice to women. I remember, I say this all the time. My grandmama was teaching me, oh, you need to hold the door open for a woman. You need to, like, my other sisters, and other than my sisters and my mothers too, but my grandmother mostly was giving me game on how to treat a woman and all that and shit. And I'm pretty sure it game was work, but for the women in her time, because for some reason, when it comes to the elderly women, they love me. Not like to a bunch of where they want to sleep with me, but it's just like, you're such a nice gentleman. You're like, you don't get that a lot in these days. It's just like, I like talking to older women. And I've said this all the time. I like talking to older women. I feel like they give you game that you don't really see, and they kind of see what you kind of see. It's just like, I don't want my kids fucking with these hoes and these heifers and all that shit. If they like, especially when older women like you, they kind of like put you on game. But I've noticed that. That's what I've noticed. If you trust me when I say this, like, fellas, talk to an older woman with respect. By the way, with respect, they'll put you on game on a lot of shit. especially the way how some of these females be rocking. But yeah, a lot of y'all is just like, what do you? It's like, and then when I asked, I said, what is settling to you? I don't think a lot of y'all really have to answer for that. It's just like, what is your bare? It's like, what is your bare minimum? This is why I ask these questions, and this is why I tell dudes, start answering these questions. Not the what do you bring to the table. What is your bare minimum? How do you want to be loved? Because I've asked, what do you want in a man? And I said, I want a man to be a protector and a provider and just love me. I said, okay, that's cool, but this ain't a beauty pageant. What the fuck do you want? And you be surprised. A lot of women, like, they have to really think about it, because it's just like, I've always had that answer, and people go, oh, okay. I was like, when you say it's like, look, that's a beauty pageant answer. I've told people, like, that's a beauty pageant ass answer. It's like, because I hear a lot of women say that. It's like, what do you want? Now, the thing is, I've always told people, it's like, my shit is simple, but the shit, you don't hear a lot of people say what I fucking say. Is the whole cheerleader, and knowing to be a cheerleader, knowing to be a head coach. It's simple yet effective. I don't have to say much, especially since I suck at explaining shit. So the fact that I can break it down what I want in a woman is just, I just want a woman that knows when to be a cheerleader, when to be a head coach. That's it. I don't have to ask more, because everything else is just preference after that. But what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of y'all is just like, you're drowning yourself, which is why, like, a lot of y'all women are 40 and alone, you're 50 and alone, you're 60 and alone, you're 60 and alone. And the thing is, a lot of, since modern day society, health wise and even looks wise, y'all not looking like the women back in the days, and like, y'all not looking like the Golden Girls in their 50s. The women in the 50s are now the Mary J. Blige, the Tracy Ellis Ross, Vivica A. Fox is like 60. J-Lo, Taraji P. Henson, I think she is 50, or at least in her 40s or something like that, late 40s. Melissa Ford, she like 48, 49. She's almost 50. Melissa Ford looks good. A lot of these women, you are good looking women. It's just like, how do you spend a quarter of a century single? Claudia Jordan, I think Claudia Jordan is 50. And talk about, I'm single and I'm still ready. I said, I'm pretty sure, like, the fact that, and I say this all the time, Ebony K. Williams, she's like 40, 42 or some shit like that. She shouldn't have never, but she put this on herself, she should have never had a frozen. But do you know why she even did that? Because she was like, I don't want no man hit me up for child support. And I was like, men don't usually do that. It's like, men don't usually do that. And you was dating men that made more than you. Let's not act like, and she knows this too. So it was just like, I don't want to be in a relationship. But I guess she knew. I think even she knew, because I've said this. I said she need a woman. She's the type of woman that need a man that lets her be in the spotlight. And the man that is probably there to be in the spotlight is not going to make you money. But I don't think that he's going to ask for child support and all that stuff, because women usually initiate through the divorce. Ain't no, like, y'all, something, I don't know, what is it about y'all women? Y'all think we run like y'all. We don't. We do not. I know I don't. None of my friends do. It's like, I don't do this shit to females. We don't really do a lot of shit that females do, especially as men. But that's usually it. It's like, I just want us to negotiate, and I say this all the time. Stop using the word. And this is what I'm going to bottom line this. Please, when we going into 2026, stop using the word settle. Let us please use the word negotiate. Because like I tell people, I say, if you negotiate, you're at least getting what you want. You may not get everything, but you're getting what you mostly want. That's what I'm saying. Like, the nigga, like I said, The nigga may do 9 out of 10 things, but the nigga like he don't make 100K, but he make like 80 to 90K and has the probability of moving up to 100K earner. It's like you're not gonna turn that down. First of all, the nigga do 9 out of 10 of the things you do, and yet I see a lot of you women go, he gotta do all that, or he ain't doing nothing. And I feel like this is what's going to make you drown in the waters. And this is what's going to make you go to that top floor of the husband's store and realize there's nothing there. Because you're never satisfied. And that's going to be a lot of y'all's downfall. But let me know what you think. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. Let me know what you think. Till then, my name's Oskin, and I'm out. Peace.